let's look away from the subsidy issue and all of that, but let's look at the unified exchange rate and statement around the capital market, the one that affects the capital market directly. What can you pick from his speech?
Just like what you just said, for me, I will start by saying that a new dispensation, a new beginning, and a new strategy for investors in the market. From the statement of the president already now, we know that his body language has shown that he's focusing mainly on the economy, because economy will drive government, will drive everything we're doing.
That's right.
Revenue, policies will come. That means we need the economy to be in order so that the policy of government will also make meaning in the system. That means people in the market should now look at where is it starting from. And it's good that the first day that he spoke after the first inaugural speech was positive for the market. And on that note, I would say that investors should also look at in his speech which one are short-term goals, long-term goals, and medium-term goals, because these are things that are going to, for me, it's going to really impact the market positively. On the short term, yes, we can achieve from the statement, we can achieve the unifying of exchange rate in the short run. Also trying to looking at the interest rates are coming down. And before now, I've written most of my articles that this government will come with rate, kind of a reduction, and that also have kept the fixed income market outlook missed, because of that even when CBN is hiking MPR, the interest rate is also declining. It's just that there's a disconnection. For me, I know that at the end of the day, when this new administration come on board, they're likely to. And the first now on the first day, he spoke on interest rate and rate inflation. But another thing is that before you can unify exchange rate, you need to look at what is your source.
That's right.
What do you have in house? Your reserve, what is your reserve? If you unify, we're able to meet demand, or are we going to encourage export first before we can unify exchange? Because you need to earn dollars for you to unify. That means we need to boost our exchange to earn more dollars. For that means oil that we are depending as most source of our exchange for now, so you need to work on. Yes, coming with also the subsidy removal, it's also a good step. I like people are complaining that the way he said it, this is how to start so that everybody will not know where you are going. But it is now done on him and his team. Once he said yesterday, by today, not tomorrow, they should find two orders. This is the price, we're going to hit it, and let's start running it. That is where we should go. But I believe the capital market already knows that when you have low interest rates, it's going to favor the market any day, anytime. It's going to favor the economy. And the economy and capital market, you can't separate them. That means if the economy is doing well, capital market is doing well. The economy is doing well. That means for me, this is a good news for investor capital market. That means it's the same again that both foreign investors and local investors will prepare their money, their profit, their dividend back for investment. That means if we're able to unify the exchange rate and we have resource reserve to support it,
right,
it will attract foreign investors. It might not be immediate, and when they come at the end of the day, they can plan. Because why people are not going to that I can enter Nigeria interest rate of 400 naira, I want to go out at 800 naira. All the effort for 5 years in the house, even direct investment will be discouraged. But now that we can have not just to find it, how consistent it's going to be, how stable it's going to be, so that anybody that's coming to Nigeria will go to plan. I'm going to stay in Nigeria in 20 years. I know that if I enter when I'm going, I know that at the end of the day, this will drive our economy. For me, it's a good start for Nigeria, investor, that this administration has something that will drive the economy and also support the capital market.
Talking about policies and what I asked you earlier, so would you want to continue from there?
Yeah, from there, like the question is that the equity market has not really supported the economy. That the government has been more on the bond market, but generally they are capital market. And really, if you want to drive the economy, you need to take advantage of this market. But the good news is that if government has already taken a stand on removing the subsidy, for me it's a good news. And now NNPC has been kind of the bond to planning to be listed on the exchange.
Right.
If that come on board, that's another way to use that kind of vehicle also to show that capital market at capacity. Investors, Nigeria will invest on it. That's a good way. But I believe that once the economy gets it right and they are moving, the companies also be doing well. That will create employment. Because let me tell you, when you able to have access to cheaper long-term fund, if the market is doing well, hotel companies will be expanded by coming to raise money on the market, and that will help them to expand their business and also employ Nigerians. These are good to claim. We're not only looking one side to create employment. This is another source. For me, the capital market is really deep for government to take advantage. If they are looking that way now, like I just said, if you continue to look at the bond market, also because we are borrowing, we are now overcrowding the bond market. Private sector coming, borrowing will be high. That's why most of them are looking the world for the commercial paper. I believe that if government also slow down on that bond market and allow the corporate to come, so that they can all we need that if the economy is doing well, is expanding, business A is expanding to business B, to business C. You need people to work in that business expand for that. And also, like the hint on it on that interest rate is very, very important. Very, very important. Because in our own case, Nigeria, it's not liquidity push inflation we're having. We're having cost push inflation and distortion in supply. Now that we are increasing interest rate, automatically we are adding fire to water because cost of fund will be high, there's inflation, automatically the economy will be struggling. But I believe that what the president starts with, for me, is a good one.
But the area of that, borrowing, of course, this government doesn't look like someone who will not slow down on borrowing as it is. So it looks like it's going to make that bond market, that segment of the market, robust in a way. So, and if that becomes attractive, so it means that the capital market, the equities market might be affected. So do you think we need to look at how to see how we can, the kind of policy that will encourage companies like Dangote Refinery, of course, to come on board. You talk about NNPC earlier, to come on board, and some others. So I think we need to look at that policies to see a kind of policy that will entice investors or these companies to be listed on the stock exchange.
For me, like I read somewhere, one of the policies to encourage investment in capital market is, as you mentioned, when you have more companies coming to the exchange. Today, we said almost having about 30 trillion, about 28.something trillion we're having now. It's because we have new listed companies, for especially Airtel and MTN and the Boa Food, and also that came on. If we're encouraging to see the Dangote Refinery already plans on ground that I plan they are planning to do a dual listing, Nigeria and elsewhere and London, then also bring NNPC on board, that will make the market more robust and that will create wealth for Nigeria. I agree with you, but the thing is that also the area of capital tax, these are things that the gain I made, the gain tax, but again capital market, you want to tax it. That will also, if people can have also access to see that when they make particularly foreign investors, you know that why the market is also bouncing back, it's not because there's something have changed in Nigeria, because those foreign investors in Nigeria, they're unable to put their money back to their country. For that, since they have confidence in our companies and Nigeria, they start investing foreign, but that's how we're seeing activities in the market. If they encourage that they can take their profit back, that will also encourage more people to come back to Nigeria to invest. Because during post-COVID-19, we have seen them playing less in Nigeria market. Now have more of institutional investors, our PFS and all that. So because before COVID-19 they were here, but during COVID-19 they left because they know that the policy is not favoring them. But those are remaining because this exchange rate has been an issue. That's why I said he hit it at the point. The unified exchange rate and interest rate, this will make the economy more vibrant. But as I said earlier, you must have source of exchange rate. That means they need to look the way of making sure that our production in oil and our crude oil will double. When we double, we can go above 200 million, 2 million barrels per day. We can do that, and that also show up our resources, our reserve. Because now we're putting less than 1.5. If we're doing 2 million or 2.5. Also we're able to appease the Niger Delta. Please come back to that region. There's no pipeline. There's no stealing of state of oil products. That will boost it. That for me, then you now encourage export of non-oil products. Also, that also for me, if we have this, we borrow less. As I said, that you want to do that. At this time, let them think less of borrowing. Let them look in. But also, the idea of coming to tax Nigerians is not the best, because what you do before now, there are many small scale businesses that are not paying tax. What you do, set up a plan how to encourage this small scale business to know how to keep record and start making profit in the next 2 or 3 years, 5 years. And now, because you put them easily to tax net, because now they're not paying because they're not having part of government. Now make policy that will encourage them, when they know what they are doing. As we encourage them, power is there. I'm happy that also you mentioned about power when it was there. All this that really can now increase not that increasing tax from 10% to 20%. That you are just putting, and also you mentioned so multiple tax rates will be corrected in administration. Let's draw the line. Where we state combo? Where we come, because in the same company, you see the government coming for tax, the state government coming for power, federal government coming for in one company. We are killing this company now.